Hi guys, right now we are going to be reviewing my Minecraft Squid game and also some pointers if you want to make your own Minecraft Squid game. So first of all, this is what I made for the area where the bunker where the players sleep. I made just some some of these walls and the yellow glass stained blocks and some gold to make the piggy bank. For this map is right now used for a hide and seek from me. So that area usually the players would go through there to get to the staircase, but for right now it's over there and I'll show you that later. Also, just to know, these are custom paintings. One thing I did was put like a timer, and throughout the facility you'll see that I use cameras, just two director blocks facing each other like that, and they blink to look like cameras. And then the way I built the beds was I put a block underneath this bed, and then I put the bed on it, and then destroy the blocks, and the beds float. So, also, the things I do is I put the paintings on the back of the wall, like the drawings of like red light, green light right here, honeycomb, tug of war. It's kind of hard to see, but that's supposed to be like the rope. And then marbles, glass bridge, and Squid game. Another thing that I did was that in this hallway there is the bathroom, except it's really larger. This is the bathroom that they hide in the vents, and I just pretty much just made a really big bathroom. And the way I make these float is that there's a block that you get like this, slash give at s barrier, and then that's how you make blocks float. And that's what I use a lot in this world. Except for here, you can just stack the things. Also, the reason why I have door handles and like you'll see mob heads floating is because you can just have normal item frames, but my item frames are invisible from a texture pack. So, moving on. Over here, I decided to make the big kitchen where they have all the people make food. By the way, these are texture packs too. It's the kitchen texture pack you can find on the add-on app. I decided to make some a produce and a meat and another area of food. Like this is like your produce, like viney like area where they make food for the vegetables. And over here is water, meat, and like the utensils. This is supposed to be like water packs. This is the utensils, and it's just meat. Like a cow like spinner for meat, frozen the freezer. And then over here, I think we're all done with this room so far. And now we will move on to the next room. Down this hallway, that's the area where you can go get your picture taken, but we will take a little turn before that. Right here, I have made a command block elevator where we can go to the place where they dress the players. I have made a really big room with a bunch of beds that equal 456 individual beds. And a bunch of lights were needed. Also, in this build, I use light blocks. It's pretty much the same thing as a command block, but this is how it is. Slash give at s light underscore block. But then you have to know you have to put 1 and then 15 to get the whole entire block to be lit up. And that's how many of them I use. And then make it look brighter. And down this hallway is all the trucks. You can find a video on how to do this from another YouTuber. And this is pretty much just where they have their area to get to the trucks. But I did not make the outside. So, down this hallway is... One second, everything's loading. Right here is the cameras where they can take their photo, just observer. And here's the huge staircase. This orange one leads up to the place where the guards sleep. Like the lowest rank of guards. Because it's just a really long room, a really long green, like on the bottom, and like this block on the top. And then here, this is how the room looks. It just has a bed, a toilet, and a video camera, and an area to just sit and have a mirror. That's just the same thing, pretty much, just all around, as you will see. The other thing, now here's the big staircase. The first game is red light, green light. I made a really huge area because of the space of other games to not smash into the tall walls of red light, green light. Have little tunnels going each way to the other area, and this is how big the field is. This is a really huge field I made. That's the rest of the facility in the background. But this is the field. I have the Squid Game right here made, and the coffins. And the way I made the doll was just to have two black blocks right here, her socks, her leg, and then this until it goes up to her nose and eyes. And the thing I do when I play the game is I get a structure block and I make it turn around. I of course have the guns and the timer. The other thing I have are viewing areas for the VIPs in the final game where they watch Squid Game. And over here is the, what's it called? The front man's viewing area. Because he is seen watching the first game. So, to move, also I have a little Easter egg right here where in one of those windows that go outside, you can see the cornfield, the tree, and the little field, just to have a little bit of fun. It's pretty much just a bunch of these like corridors and really big staircases and monitors. You also have these like circle things that they have. And here is the game Honeycomb, where there's the big sun on the roof and there are fake clouds everywhere. I have 100 individual what are they called? Item frames, and I put gold stuff in it to look like because it blends in with the brightness. It looks like a thing you can carve out. And that's how I did that game. But you have the slide, the swing, the merry-go-round, and the jungle gym. And that's pretty much just the room. There's just a timer. 5 minutes. Going up the stairs, here is your next game, Tug of War. I just use water elevators. You have the big area where they pick here's the Tug of War game. This is the area where the guards pick the teams, and you have all the signs in the big door. If you don't want the door to be like that, you can just have it closed in the middle. And over here, you have the platforms that lead to nothing. Actually, they just lead lead to slime blocks for me. I usually replace the slime with lava, but because this is a map, I couldn't let anyone die. So I didn't allow. I just put slime blocks. Up here, I just have the simple blocks to look like the road that leads off a cliff and the big rope in the middle. In the middle, there's the big crane type of thing that holds the rope like thing in the middle, and the guillotine. It's the same thing on the other side. And these are just big platforms that just lead up to the big bridges. This is how it looks underneath there. So, and then over here I have 2 forklifts so that whenever the game is over, the guards can drive and put the bodies in coffins and then drive them right over to here, which is where I made the room where they burn the bodies. It is just a big little area with fireplaces, campfires, and just normal fire burn to look like a little burner. And you can go back down. So up here, you have to go up the stairs a little bit, but you don't have to do it the exact way. I'm just showing you guys because that's a problem I have while building this. There was no, even though there were instructions, a lot of these things were just like no one really showed people. They just have the map, but they never showed people what they do. Over here, I have the game Marbles, where I have the big city area, and ignore that. It's just that opening because of my light. But I have individual areas, like right here is where they played the game, what's his name? Well, the guy with the glasses and Al was playing a game, and there's all the rocks he got before he was shot dead and betrayed. Then I have other games like where they have the pit. This is the game where Old Man 11 and Sang Woo played a game. But you can find how to build these on Unsorted Guy's website of I built Minecraft Squid game, and this is how. But this is where every other play, it's just the same thing, just different setups, but you don't have to do the thing with the bundle. But it's just a really big room with a sun and red stuff. And then going upwards, you have the last game, and then the facility, where they have the guard stuff and the VIP. This is the white room where they have to go continuously up and down and all around on stairs to get down to the bottom floor, where I have individually purple leather tunics that actually have numbers, this is 15. And then over here is the glass bridge game. It's just a big circus tent with 2x2 glass panes. I will show you in a different video how I decide how I actually make this a real game and how I make it accountable. Over there's the VIP room, and this is a chandelier. and if you fall, I've turned up fall damage, so you can just climb up the ladder if you were playing this map. But over here is just a room that I was going to make an area that goes all the way back to the beginning, but that took too long, so I'm just not gonna. I will show you how I make it actually work soon. Whoops. It got a little bit glitchy for a second. Next is over here where they have the game, where they have the stuff for the VIPs and the guards. This is supposed to be the big room where the workers have their screens, and it shows how many people died. I just have a really big area of lanterns. No, I'm not sure. Of redstone lamps, and then I turn on the ones that have the players who are alive. The other ones get tinted glass, and these ones get magenta glass. And that's how I make it look like that. Next, I just have these little stands, like they just have a little 3x3 backs, and then you just have the a different color stairs, and then the picture and the little lectern for a computer screen. And up here just have the other videos, the lights, and just that's how I made this room look. Next up is the other room. You don't need to see this, but it's just pretty much the same thing, except I made a duplicate of the guard rooms where they sleep. Next is the front man's office, where he has his big chair, and behind this painting is the secret area where they have the records of every Squid game, and I have some empty shelves here because there are many more Squid games to come, as we know. Also, in here, this is the front man's shower room. I just have some plants, a toilet, a sink, a towel, and a shower for him. Also, over here is the front man's sleeping room, where there's a big picture. I just have a picture, a book, because we know that the front man loves reading about books. And just a really big, master bed with, some, art behind, because he's good, because you know him about geometry. Also, there's a hidden room that you can go into, where it leads down to the cave, which is a little hole I have with the scuba gear and the scuba tanks. Just a little area with an axolotl. But the way you would play is that there is this area where you can press a button and it will fill in the hole in the wall. But that is what would happen if we were playing a story of what actually happened. And yeah, and this is his phone. Next we go down and we have and finally the last thing I'm going to show you guys is the VIP room. Right here there are cameras, and here's the staircase. It's just a very basic staircase with plants on it. But even though I know it's not even, it's okay. There I have many busts look like fancy. I have marble busts, and I have this right down here. I have this area to go down to, which has the VIP rooms. Every one is the same because I structure blocked it, but this is pretty much just how it looks. It has a little area that looks into a cave, and there's a really big master bed that I like, and then over here is just a bathroom where you have the toilet and a sink area. And it's the very same thing for every room, like you see. I see it's the same thing for every room. But then on the last floor, this is the master bed of this is the room of Old Man 11, the host of the game. He has a really huge master bed that you can find on the internet, and it's super huge. Also, he has 2 fireplaces, and there are 2 rooms. His bathroom, which has his shower and the sink and the toilet. Even though I know it's a little bit smaller, it's still, he gets the big bed. Next is his changing closet, where he has his tuxedo, his hospital uniform, his like not hospital but like normal uniform of his like his like uniform he wears whenever he's like out in the city in South Korea. And then he has his Squid Game uniform, and this is supposed to be his mask because there are no owl things because they never made any. But that's this area. And then next is this area under the steps I made where it can teleport you to the viewing area where they watch the final Squid Game. It's just some 6 chairs, different color to look like different like things for everyone. And then next is over here where I have a staircase of pictures that lead down into an area where they can have different games. Like right over here, I try to make a pool table because just to know, there are in the 1.18 update, which I'm in, you can't do the glitch which make it look like they have the little poking things to hit the balls. I just have the balls of the red because I can't do that anymore. And then over here, I have a game where they could play badminton or what's it called? Volleyball. And then the last thing is the room where it has all the colors where the VIP gets has to answer the police the spy police's question before he is shot dead in this room. It's supposed to be a color pattern of the white and just going around the whole entire room. And then next we will go up and I'll show you the viewing areas for the VIPs. It's a very big room with cobblestone walls and plants everywhere. There are trees and there's the glass bridge. I have many viewing areas. This is the one in the middle where I have all those statues, but this is the first one, just a red circle where it has like a big chair, a statue, and some like other stuff. This is one that also right here they have a chessboard of the glass bridge game, which I depicted by showing a floating ladder facing down, like in between two like platforms, look like the glass bridge. And then over here is just a couch that another person has. It's very basic, that design. And then over here, I had a good idea where this is supposed to be the other person. He has a long chair because I know he naps a lot during the games. But he has, I put armor stands under here to have plates. Because I remember he had food all over the thing. And now you have like his fork, his spoon, and then like some cake, and he had desserts a lot in the show. And then next is the middle in the back, or just very basic. Just has a footrest, some statues, and some little things. Next is this pink area where there is a really big chair, a really big couch, a red table, and then a flamingo, and like a little stool for like his statue, and then a flamingo, which is just pretty much just a dragon head on like you see what I'm talking about. And the last is the lion mask who has the cheetah statue. He was the one who was like most seen in the show. This is just very basic, just as a red rectangle, a footrest, some counter, and and his cheetah statue, and his big couch. Next, I just have like vegetation everywhere, like this big, real big, like grassy, like dirty area with a tree, and just pretty much a bunch of plants everywhere that go around the whole entire place. And then you just have like a really lot of gold and netherite to make it look all fancy and rich. And that's pretty much just the build, but I would like to show you guys one last thing before the video ends. I'm gonna send you guys all the way down to red light, green light, because I can do something in this game I can't do it with any other game. Is go upstairs and show you the whole entire layout. The layout is very just messy. It has like that big pillar that connects everything. Like this is marbles, that's the viewing area, that's red light, green light, that's the tug of war, like you can see, like, and then over here's that thing, and you can pretty much just see, like, it just is a very big mess, but it all works out, and it looks clean in the end, and I hope so. Let me get back to let me get back to the players viewing, the players area, and close out. So, guys, I hope you, one second. So, guys, I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe if you can, and like the video. So, bye, guys. Bye.